Before you begin the shift, you should have all your proper PPE, which includes an apron, cut gloves, and latex gloves. You should already be knife trained and know the proper use for cut gloves. Before the shift starts, make sure you are introduced to the front and back cook of Sunnyside that day so you can communicate well with them throughout the shift on what you should be prepping. The general idea of your job is to make sure the concept is stocked and prepared for the opening of the meal period. One area you will be in charge of is the waffle area. The waffle mix will be in the coolers behind the omelets. Pour the mix into their appropriate containers and then place the containers into the waffle mix dispensers with ice packs in the appropriate label. The ice packs can be found in the Milk Blast freezer in the back of the milk cooler. Make sure you are putting out powdered sugar, cinnamon, non-stick spray, and sugar-free syrup with the waffles. All of these items, along with the remaining waffle toppings, can be located in the dry stock area if they are not on the shelves below the waffle area. To refill the cereal, first check for a bag in the cart below where the cereal dispensers are. If you cannot find the cereal you are trying to refill, it should be in the center of the back room in dry stock. Each bag fills up its dispenser exactly halfway, so if the dispenser is lower than halfway full, it can be refilled with another bag. To make coffee, place a filter in the coffee maker and put the correct amount of coffee grounds into the machine. Pull the lever once for regular coffee, which should be on the third light, and 3 times for decaf, which should be on the second light. To pan up yogurt, communicate with the cooks on which yogurts will be served that meal period, then grab those flavored yogurts from the milk cooler. Pay attention to the expiration dates and use the oldest dates first. You'll pan the yogurts up in 1/3 pans and make sure you date and label the flavor of the yogurt once it is wrapped. If it is for that meal period, place it in the appropriate cooler at the far end of Sunnyside. When preparing the cream cheeses, you will find them in the cheese cooler. Pan them into the 1/6 pans, wrapping and dating them before you put them into the cooler. Also make sure that you label each cream cheese on the side of the 1/6 pan. Also make sure to label the sneeze guards on which cream cheese is which. The jellies will be found on the far wall of dry stock. Butter is found in the cheese cooler and will be panned into a 1/3 pan by the chilled waffle toppings and into a 1/6 pan by the jelly. You might be asked to stock the omelet toppings, all of which can be found in the produce cooler. The meats will be on the right side of the shelves and the veggies will be on the cart racks to your left. Everything is panned into a 1/3 pan except banana peppers and black olives, which will be put into a 1/6 pan. Use a white window marker to label the foods we will have that shift. Make sure that all of the cream cheese and jellies are labeled correctly on the sneeze guards. Appropriate utensils should be pulled out for the hot food items on the line. Trivets should be placed on the warming plate for the food that will be served that meal period. This concludes the Sunnyside Prep video. Make sure to check out with your student leader before you leave for that shift.